Well, it's Michael Douville coming to you from beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, one of the top markets in the United States. We've experienced incredible appreciation on properties. All the locals are going, I just can't hardly believe that prices are this high. However, we have 185 Californians every single day moving to Arizona. They think it's a gift, and it's just perspective. Californians come here and they can buy a house for 40% of what they're selling their home in California for, and they're driving prices up here. So there's demand has entered into the marketplace, and we have a shortage of housing. In the great markets of the United States, they're experiencing the same things. If you're in Florida or Texas and Arizona, we have lots of people leaving their local markets and moving to the lower tax states. If you're a baby boomer, you know, as soon as you retire, you become allergic to cold weather, and you head to the south. That's Florida, Texas, and Arizona, the three great markets in the United States, and they have some markets within those markets that are absolutely terrific. I've been saying that my timing model shows that prices are going to get much, much higher. Now, I've had lots of people say, how is this possible? They're really high now. Yes, they are high. They really are high. However, I think they're going much, much higher. Now, if you're a baby boomer and you're trying to protect your income, protect your retirement funds, trying to protect the money that you've got in to live for the rest of your life, you really need to be concerned about inflation. Now, in the year 2000, if you'd retired with $60,000 a year income, that was a fairly good income. 20 years later, now that you're 80 or 85 years old, that income has been reduced to less than $30,000. You've lost 51% of your purchasing power in benign inflation in 20 years. Now, Americans are living a lot longer. So if you're retiring at 65 or 68 or 70 years old, it's really possible that you're going to live to be 90, 95 years old. And if you're the females, if you're your spouse, like my wife, she has a real strong possibility of living into her low hundreds. So I really need to make sure that I put together a package so that she's well cared for, that she can have a wonderful life, that her life can go on uninterrupted without concerns about purchasing power, because inflation is going to destroy income. Now, I just received this slide this morning from Zero Hedge, and it's the Bloomberg Commodity Spot Index. You may have seen this already. Wall Street Journal's had it, Bureau of Labor Statistics has. But the Federal Reserve has said that they're going to allow inflation to run a little hot. We have a lot of debt, so they want to pay the debt off. You want to pay the debt off in cheaper dollars. That's inflation. They have a 2% inflation target, but already we're up around 3% on basic commodities. And basic commodities are copper, lumber, concrete, steel, oil. Now, I'm going to tell you that lumber has gone up 116% in the last 12 months. And that's including the massive drop in the during the recession in March and April. And it's recovered all that and much, much more. I'll tell you that steel is up over 60%. It's like 65%. Copper is up 25%. And it's not just basic materials. We're seeing wheat and corn is already up 20%. And that, of course, will go into feedlots. So you're going to see beef go up, and for poultry. All this is going to be pervasive through the economy. It is into the pipeline. We have not seen this this strong for a couple of decades, and it's certainly coming. Now, we can spike easily up here to like 5%, at 4.5%, 5%, to get double or maybe triple what the Federal Reserve is thinking. Can it become like we had in the 70s where we had 13.5% inflation? Yes, it could go that way. We don't see it quite yet, but we need to keep our eyes on it. Whatever it is, it's going to drive the prices of virtually everything. The advice, of course, is to go out and buy whatever it is that you need. If you need that new TV, if you need that new car, if you need that new house, you might stockpile some food and things into your home so to avoid any shortages. This is the time to buy before prices go up any higher than they are, because prices are going higher. You're going to see basic commodities, I'm pretty sure, up 5 or 6%, double or triple what the Federal Reserve is anticipating, but they want the inflation to come. Now, we've been talking about the fact that home prices have gone up significantly. Now, this is the Federal Reserve electronic data, Fred, Case Shiller 20 city composite, and that includes Detroit. Detroit is struggling. If we took Detroit out of here, prices would really spike. But if you look over here, this is the last 6-7 months, and you can see prices are really at a very steep trajectory. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, our prices went up 21.6% in Phoenix. Now, some of the lower price ranges, the entry level prices, really are going up faster than people can buy them. There's a huge demand for them, and we have big real estate investment trusts coming here and buying entry level homes. So it's making it very, very difficult for the average person. But they're doing that because they expect prices to get even higher. Now, one of the reasons we think we have a fairly healthy market is that we're seeing rents and prices going up in tandem, and the delta between these two is staying reasonably stable. Our cap rate is running around 4.5%. We've had that for 5, 6, 7 years, and it remains that. Now, that's first year cap rate. Last year, we raised rents 1.5% per month, but 19% last year on rents. So that 4.5%, had you bought in January, is up significantly. In a couple of years like that, you're almost up into double digits. That's why we're so excited about buying properties. Not only do they inflation hedge, but the income grows right along with the inflation and maintains your purchasing power. And if you're 60 years old, when you're 90, you do not want to be a pauper. Now, there's a shift on from financial assets to real assets. Talk to your financial advisor and discuss what kind of compelling investment this might be for you. If it's something that you're interested in, we are very, very good at what we do. Now, here's my timing model. You can see this as a stylized version of this all across the internet. We've had a double correction, very, very slight. Now, if you're in New York, San Francisco, Chicago, you're correcting now. We are not in the major markets. Florida, Texas, Arizona are not correcting. We are just off to the races. We're doing very, very well, but we are certainly into the explosive phase, and we're going to go up higher and higher and higher. And this should be right around 2023, 2024, maybe as long as 2025. Once we get up here a couple of years from now, we're going to start taking a close look and decide what we need to do with our portfolio. Now, we have strategies of buying 20 properties and selling the 10, taking the proceeds from the 20 and paying them off. That way you have free and clear properties that are going to generate income for you in any type of market, and they're going to be much less risk associated with them because there's not going to be any mortgages on them. That's one of our prime strategies where we have all kinds of strategies depending on who you are. Now, I'm not going to talk about strategies. I don't know if those are going to fit into your portfolio. I don't know how it fits for you. We really need to sit and talk with you, find out what your goals are, find out those things that you think that you need, and we'll certainly help you with whatever it is that you'd like to execute. I'm very, very good at it. We have very good staff, and we're in the best market in the United States, probably the best market in the world. If you'd like to reach me, you can get me at michael@michaeldouville.com. You can get me in my corporate office here at area code 602-942-4200. I'm going to wish you the very, very best. And if I can help you in any way, don't hesitate to give us a call. My very best to you. Bye-bye.